guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tracy and today I'm taking part in a blog hop with the Ink and Inspiration team. This month's theme is the great outdoors, so let me show you the card that I have created today. This is this one here. It's very masculine. Opening it up and it's a bit of a fun fold card, so there we have it. Gorgeous mountain scene. All the supplies I'm using for today's card can be seen on the screen. Head over to my blog for all the measurements there as well. This is a really awesome card. I'm using two stamp sets, Rustic Retreat for the sentiment and the Mountain Air bundle. And the designer series paper is called In Good Taste designer series paper. So one side is more feminine and the other side is really masculine themed. So it's a really great designer series paper pack to have. So this is a bit of a fun fold. So let's get started with it all. So we have early espresso card base, and I'm just going to score that in half. There is a regular half piece of A4, and then we've got a piece of crumb cake, and this one is where our fun fold comes in. So I'm going to score it at 2 inches and 4 inches. All the products I'm using on today's card can be purchased in my online store. Use this month's hostess code and I'll send you out a handmade card or project. Also send you a bundle tutorial. So this is an awesome incentive to shop with me, and I really appreciate for everyone who does. It helps me to bring these videos to you. So we're using the layering circle dies there. I have the largest and the second largest, and I'm just going to put a little bit of repositioning tape down to keep my designer series paper in place. So this is the largest circle, and we're just going to run that one through. And the reason I've done this is so I can reuse both the Early Espresso card as well as the designer series paper. So we have a bit of garden green here. We're going to use the largest circle and crumb cake for that second largest circle as well. I'm going to bring in another piece of garden green, and I'm just going to die cut one of those big trees. This is really intricate die, so I'm bringing in the precision plate. These are no longer available through Stampin' Up, but it's a really great tool to have if you have intricate dies. As you can see, it's really intricate. Okay, so I'm just going to pop all those little pieces out. We're going to use that garden green cardstock again in just a minute. So I'm going to start securing down my designer series paper there, and I'm using liquid adhesive for that. We also have another strip for the crumb cake cardstock, and that just breaks down the inside of the card. There's a nice little strip, and this wood grain is absolutely gorgeous. In that designer series pack there is quite a few different wood grains, so you could choose a different one if you would like one. So we have garden green ink here, and I'm going to stamp one of these trees on that piece of garden green cardstock, and I'll cut that out with the die in just a minute. I'm going to bring in the Early Espresso, and I have my mountain scene here, so I'm just taping off a little bit of the other side of our card base because I don't want it to go onto that other piece. Now I'm doing it a little bit differently with this one. I'm actually stamping the mountains in twice and popping in some clouds. As you can see, I don't know, that sample one, I've just got the mountains in by itself, and it just looks funny. So please yourself if you want to do it. Now I'm doing third generation stamping for the clouds, just for a little bit of extra. And you just want a little bit of ink, but not too much. So the sentiment that comes from Rustic Retreat stamp set, Happy Birthday, which is a really masculine one. There we are. We've die cut that tree, and I'm just going to pop that in the inside of the card, cutting off that excess down the bottom. So here's where we can use the liquid adhesive to glue the inside piece to our card. And then I'm going to glue the crumb cake down with the garden green circle. Being careful for this tree, you only want to put it on the left hand side. You don't want any glue to be on the other side, otherwise it's going to attach your card down and will not open. I'm just using an acrylic block there to make sure that it glues down really well. So I've going to cut the end of the sentiment, and we're going to use some linen thread, and this just really ties in the great outdoors or the masculine theme all together, being gorgeous linen. So I've got a piece of tear and tape there that I'm going to glue the end of the linen thread. So I'm just going to wrap it around a few times, and then I'm going to pop a little bit of tear and tape over the top as well to secure that linen thread so it doesn't go anywhere. Using some dimensionals to pop up that sentiment, and then we're going to actually attach that circle. So the best way I found was to pop it all together, make sure it fits in really well, and then just add a little bit of glue to that insert, making sure it's up the right way, push it down, and then open it up and push it down so it's secured in place. Popping up the sentiment, and this is our card. What do you think? Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed today's cards. If you have, please give me a thumbs up, and I'd love it if you left me a comment. If you haven't hit subscribe, please do that as well. And this is part of a blog hop, so head over to my blog and you'll see all the links to the other demonstrators' blog posts in there as well. I'll be back with another video very soon, so hopefully you can join me for that. Until then, have a wonderful day. Bye bye.